I wonder, this is the last area I want to talk to you about,
Yeah.
is I love the idea that you inculcated into your kids the idea of improving other people's lives,
Yes.
doing something good for others. How do you find, were you aware also as a parent about how to help them with their personal mental health and their personal well-being?
Of course.
Because what we find is, at the moment, we find either or. We see people who sacrifice their own well-being for the well-being of others. And we see people who are just struggling with their own well-being that they can't extend themselves to others. I wonder if you were a parent that was conscious of also mental health and well-being and personal well-being.
Well, at the end of the day, there is no parent, at least I don't know of any parent, who don't want their kids to be happy, right? So to me, that is just part of in loving someone unconditionally, that you do anything to make them happy or anything for their happiness, right? And I'm not suggesting you sacrifice. There's, go slightly tangent. There's things that in life that matter the most is that unconditional love that you can receive or the unconditional love that you can give. And very few types of love that, in my humble opinion, that are unconditional are, we may say we love our spouse unconditionally, but that is still, is not the same as the love between mom and a child, or, that love is just so strong. I mean, no one can ever say that. In fact, I think last time, when you and I talked about, I may have shared this story that to me resonates the best. There was this kid who wanted to join the gang, and the gang member said, "I don't think you're ready." And he said, "No, I'm ready to do anything you want." And he says, "If you are really that ready, what I would like you to do would be to show me that you can do anything that needs done, is to go take your mom while she's alive, cut her heart and bring the beating heart back to us. Then we know you can do this." The kid says, "I can do this," and goes there, literally stabs her mom, takes the beating heart out. And he is walking out, he stumbles and falls down. And the heart, he hears the beating heart says, "Son, are you okay?" That unconditional love, where mom says the only thing that matters to her was, "Are you okay?" Not what you did to me. And that kind of unconditional love always brings the tears to my eye, that mother didn't care. She simply wanted to make sure that my son was okay, right? Because he stumbled and fell down, right? To me, when you want to do things for your children, sometimes the children may not think it is good for them. And it is your job to be an adult and say, in the long term, it is going to be good for you, whether it is sending you to the school or a speech, or going to the public speaking. But at the same time, you wanting them to be a mini version of you is where I think parents go wrong. The kids should not be molded to be another mini me. Right? And the mini-me concept happens more often than we want. The kids of the lawyer become lawyer. The kids of the doctor becomes doctor. Kids of the teacher become teacher, because they all try to make them to be themselves. What I think you and I both agree that our job is to expose them to as many different things as possible, give them as many dots as they can. Yeah. So someday they're able to connect these dots and create their own canvas, and give them that open canvas that they get to create. And they can only create that canvas when we give them also the curiosity and imagination, so they can create whatever they want to create, and give them that inspiration that is nothing they want to do is impossible. And the only thing that's impossible is the one they believe is not possible. That means they get to decide what is possible and what's not possible. No one else can decide. And the ideas, when they are different, it's okay to be different. Because when people tell you it's crazy idea, those are the ideas that are worth pursuing. Right? That when someone tells you it's a crazy idea, it is an audacious idea that you can go out with, right? But what you don't want to be doing things is to simply live a comfortable life and live a smooth life, right? That is, to me, the day you stop learning is the day you start dying.